Hi, my name is Emma and I'm a newly qualified speech and language therapist. Welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoyed this video about a day in my life. Good morning! I'm talking quietly because I'm in the toilet and there's actually nowhere else to get changed, so I've just cycled, as you've probably seen, and it's horrendously rainy out there. So I've just taken all of my wet things off and now getting changed in the bathroom. Oh. But today I'm going to show you a day in my life as a speech and language therapist, and I'll explain a bit more as we go on, what I do, what I get up to, and yeah, what my day looks like, and I'll show you around where I'm working and everything. So see you there. So, good morning, how are you? Hope you're well. Today, as I said earlier, I'm going to do a day in the life of a speech language therapist, newly qualified at my current job. So I currently work in community clinics. This is one of the clinic rooms, and I work with children that are 2 to 5 year olds normally, who come in with speech needs, language needs, social communication needs, selective mutism, stammering. I see quite a variety, which is really good because that's what I wanted for my first job. I wanted to gain loads of general experience to see what I wanted to specialise in. So I just had a call with a school, just a class teacher of a child who I saw for an initial assessment, but I just wanted to get a better understanding of how he is at school in terms of his play, interaction with peers, and just how he's getting on academically as well, and whether they have any concerns, because often they have like a different perspective. They see them in school 5 times a week for however long, so it's a much more general view of a child and what they're like every day, whereas in clinic it's much more like specific to this environment. They can act different in different environments, and in a classroom there's much more going on, so whether they're distracted. So yes, I just had a conversation with school about a child that I saw last week, and I can add that into the report. I have my first appointment at 9:15, but there's lots of traffic today, so I'm assuming they're going to be late. But what I do is I look through the child's notes, and the first appointment I have is a review, so we've seen them before, so I'll have a look at their initial assessment report or previous review report to see what the goals were set, so see if they've met those goals and where else to go from here, basically. So for this child, we have the goals that are set The first one is for attention and listening. So we've got good listening rules, which I'll show you. This is the listening rules. We've got whole body listening. So we've got good eyes looking, good ears listening. Oh, it makes me cringe doing this. Brain is thinking. And then the other ones are hands to myself, which I know some children find difficult, but with some of the activities, it's good to try and have that rule in so that they are listening before they're reaching for things. And I think this child has a reasonably good understanding, so it'll be good to assess that. So what I normally do with the review is I write down what their goals are before the session, and then when I speak to parents, I can just be like, how have the working on these goals gone? See if they know what the goals are to start with. That's always a good one to see if parents have been doing it, or have had time or whatever. I understand it's not always the case, just because lots of them have lots of other things going on as well. And then we've also got, they have the first and next, which I will implement in the session. So that is where you've got a board, for example, like this. Draw a line down here. Actually, I can show you. First, we're going to do this, I don't know, the bucket, attention bucket, for example. And then next, we will play a game, or play with the teddy bear. That's just an example. That's not what we'll be doing, but it's just so that a child knows that if they do this, then it's this next, and so it helps them with their attention focus on this task before they do this task. The next one is turn-taking skills. How old is this child? So this child is 4. So I will have a look at their turn-taking skills. We'll play a game together, like, I don't know, pop-up pirate or something. If they can attend to that. They might not be able to attend to that. So we can either do pop-up pirate, or we could do something a bit quicker, like cars down a track. I'll have a look. Who, what, where questions. Who, what, where questions. We can do that with some picture cards, and I'll also do a general in the environment, like, oh, who's that in the picture? Or what colour is that? Or where's Pig gone? All of these examples. Got lots of goals, this child. Then they've got subject, verb, object. So that is the boy is eating the cereal. I couldn't think of anything. And I'll assess that using action picture cards. I'll show you like actually how I do it as well. And then making verbal requests as well. Interesting. So I don't think this child was using language that functionally. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this. Yeah, I'm going to show you the kind of toys I use and everything like that. So let's go. So I've set out this. This is all their imaginary play. And then we've got Mr. Potato Head that I'm going to do requesting with. Then these, we've got subject, verb, object, picture cards. So this one is the boy is washing his face. Subject, the boy, verb is washing, and his face, the object. So that will assess that, and then the child can post it in the post box. So it just makes it a bit more fun. And then we'll do some turn taking with Mr. Dragon, because they're just swords. It's like pop-up pirates who poke in them, and that will see if you can turn take with me, him, and whoever comes. Could be mum. We've got the first next board, which I'll change as we keep changing activities. I'm just waiting for him to come. So yeah, and I need to put my shoes back on. But yeah, I think I'm pretty much on it. Hello, so I just finished my session. Trying to log back into my computer, but with the load that I just showed you through everything, like the Mr. Potato Head, and he is presenting with quite a lot of expressive language difficulties and some receptive, so some understanding difficulties as well. But he is struggling to well, not even explain what happened, but to tell mum when something's gone wrong, and he finds it difficult to explain himself. So mum's finding it difficult to understand if something's happened at school or anything like that. So I think he's currently trying to learn that you need to use your words to get some help back, for example. So yeah, it was a good session all in all. Mum's like worried about his attention. That was his main difficulty. And he was, looking around, and we had to do some good listening and good looking, like with the visuals, which really helped him. So it was a really good session. They were really late because of loads of traffic. So it's now 10:35, and the session finished at about 20 past 10. Yeah, 25 past 10. Ish. And I just went to get a tea, filled up my water bottle, and I'm going to grow a tree, just so that I don't even check my phone. Like, I'm quite good at not going on my phone at work, but I just get instincts to check it, and I know that's a terrible instinct to have. Yes, I'm going to grow a tree. I'm going to work for about 2 hours. Till about 12:30. Actually, no, probably less than that. Maybe an hour and a half, and then I can go for my walk before my session, before my next session at 1. So now what I'm going to do is I write up the notes and do all of like the kind of admin-y things that I have to do, and then I try and write a draft of the report, so that when I come back to it, it's easier to write it formally and professionally and everything. And then I'm going to go through some of my admin tasks. So I can show you my admin task list. Can I? Yes, well, I'll read it to you maybe, but it's just, actually no, I can show you. So this is my Wednesday. So I've got 2 book and plan groups. One's a higher need group and one's a bit of a lower need group, but they're both language groups to work on language. And then I'm going to call to book 1-to-1 and parents that I'm going to do some speech work with the child. And so they've got a block of 5 weeks. So that's 1 session a week for about half an hour. And then for one of the higher need groups, I'm going to look up some of the Makaton signs for different activities we're doing so that we can implement them as well. That's my admin task for the day, for this morning. And then this afternoon I will do my session and then go from there. So yeah, I'll take you with me for the rest of my day too. Hello again. So as you saw, I was just doing admin-y bits like reports and note writing for the first patient I saw, and now it is 12:02. So I did about an hour and a half. I'm now just looking through the referral for my initial assessment this afternoon. That's at 1, so that's in about an hour. And I'm just going through the form. I'm seeing who referred them, what kind of needs they think they have, like how old they are, just all of like the information I can gather to work out what kind of assessment to do, see where they are at. I'm doing now, just going through the referral form, then I'm going to take some notes to like look out for in terms of their age. So this child is 2018, what's that? So nearly 4. 3 years, 10 months to be precise. So, and then I will look to see where they should be at for their age in terms of the developmental milestones. So I'll see how their attention is, chronological age, where their play skills are, social communication skills are in comparison to their chronological age, and then same with understanding of language and same with expressive language. So I kind of write these all down just so that I don't forget, and then based on that I do little games or assessments through games to work out all of this. And then I'll discuss with mum. That's a big part of it, is to gather a case history. So that's what I do first. On that, we've got a bit of history about birth, pregnancy, early developmental milestones, when they first babbled, so ba 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 ma ma ma, when they first walked, when they first said their first word, if they're known to any other services, hearing, vision, all of those kind of things, and yeah, any history of speech language learning difficulties. Yeah, so that's the kind of plan. Find out all of that information, do some assessment with the child and see about where they're at. Normally it doesn't completely go to plan because it is a child and you never really know where they're at based on a referral form, but it'll be interesting to know. Yeah, be interesting. Be interesting. Yes, so I'm going to do that, set up ready for that. So I just went for a little walk and I got some snacks. I got some grapes and listened to a podcast, which was like my lunch break kind of. And then I came back in time for my 1 o'clock appointment, which didn't actually come. So it's meant that I've got lots of admin done in the meantime. I've planned my 2 groups for tomorrow. I've done all the admin for that, in preparation for them coming, and I've just started doing the draft report for the child that I saw this morning. I'm hoping to finish that before 3 o'clock, and then I can go back to reports from last week that I haven't yet finished and hopefully get some of those sent off. Yeah, I've put some of the toys away. I do actually need to put these ones away as well. Actually, I'll do that now. So this is just one of the cupboards. Look at all of these toys. Lots of the children love these cupboards and work out how to open them because they're so interesting. Oh, it looks like it's gonna rain again. I got so wet this morning. Anyway, getting distracted. So I'm gonna continue writing this report, and then I'll update you in a bit. I need some caffeine, but there's no milk left, so I'm just gonna have to have a black tea if I want caffeine, or a black coffee, but I don't think I can do that. But yeah, no, I'm being quite productive, so that's good. Yeah, I'll carry on and I'll update you. So you can currently hear children outside, so sorry about that. But it's now 3 o'clock. I've done my draft pretty much. I just need to add some goals, but I gave ideas for goals, what I would set for this little boy. And now I'm going to the kitchen. You can come with me. Make probably a black tea. I don't want a black tea. I'm going to see if I can find milk, but steal someone's. But yeah. It's got really dark again as well. I hate this. I hate UK winters. Oh my elbow, gross. But yeah, I've been quite productive, so feeling happy about like where I'm at, which is good. Yeah, right, let's go. Wash up my lunch too. So for the rest of the day, I'm just going to catch up on some emails. I'm going to do an audiology referral for a child's hearing and a paediatrician referral as well. That's my plan for this afternoon. Oh, it's just school children out there. And I'm going to do that. And then I will be finished for the day, which is great. And I'm going to cycle home, although it's just started to rain. I don't want it to rain. Because I'm going to get wet because I'm cycling. But all my stuff's dry because I put it on the radiator, so that's great. So yeah, I'm just going to finish up and then I'll see you at home. So I'm back home, changed, on my floor. I changed because it rained the whole way home again, and like going through puddles, just splashing up on my leggings. And I'm actually going to football, so I could have stayed in my gym stuff, but I wasn't staying in my wet stuff. So I've changed into my other leggings, a new sports bra. I need to find a t-shirt and stuff as well. Then I'm gonna make some dinner, show you what I got. I'm currently plugged my phone in. So, got a pepper, and I got some asparagus, and I'm going to make some halloumi wraps, I think. I didn't really fancy it. I really fancied avocado, but they didn't have any in the shop. And the other shop, I can't leave my bike outside, so I couldn't be bothered to go there. But yeah, my housemates are in meetings, so I'm trying to be kind of quiet. But yeah, I'll show you what I make. So annoyed. I forgot to show you my dinner, but I'll show you it in the fridge. Because I've made it for my lunch too. Oh my word, the sriracha nearly fell out. So this is my adorable lunch box. And then what I had for my dinner was wrap. And then you can't really see, let me show you in here. But it's, oh, it smells so yummy. It's halloumi, asparagus, and red pepper with honey and ginger. And then I've made I've brought 2 wraps to put them in for my lunch tomorrow. So that's good. So I've got my lunch for tomorrow sorted. And then I don't even know, what am I doing tomorrow night? I think I'm doing, oh yeah, I'm going to collect my pots tomorrow night. But yeah, so I'll make dinner then and lunch for Friday then. And yeah, and then I'm going to football. I've got to cycle basically back to where work is, which is a bit of a pain, but I want to go. I said I would go to one of my colleagues who also does football. So yes, and I need to leave in like 20 minutes. So I'm just kind of hovering, but yeah. I was signing off for football, but now I just need to show you how rainy it sounds. I hope you can hear that. It's so rainy. And I left the squidgy bit of my bike seat on the bike, so it's going to be really, really wet. Then I'm just going to be cold and wet. Oh, but I'll enjoy it when I'm there, I think. So, as you can see, this is not after football, but I got drenched. Like, I've honestly never been that wet in my whole life. Like, I was soaking wet through. I could have wrung all of my clothes out. And I got the floor completely wet when I came in. Luckily, I have lovely housemates who made me a cup of tea and I went for a shower. But I said I would not be going this week if it rained. So we'll see about that. But yes, that was my day in the life of a speech language therapist, newly qualified, working in a community clinic. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do comment and like and subscribe if you'd like to see some more. Yeah, thanks very much. Bye.